Good morning, YouTube. Hope y'all are doing well. It's a beautiful day here in Georgia. It's about 37 degrees, sun's shining. So let's get some stuff done today. Haven't been posting a whole lot the last 2 weeks because we've been working on a relative's house and trying to get it repaired by a certain deadline. So it's been kind of hectic. But one of the things that they had to get done was they have a crawl space under the house. The access door to that was a wood frame that had rotted out, and insurance companies wanting that sealed. So I could build a wood frame and it would last, another 20 years or whatever. But I believe in doing something to last, where I don't have to go back and repair it in a couple of weeks or a couple of months or a couple of years. Build it right, let it last. It's one less job you have to worry about later on. So out here in the shop, the opening is 27 by 27, 27 inches by 27 inches. And so what I've done, I've got some 1.5 by 1.5 angle, and I've taken one section is 27 inches, 1/7 to make it a quick job. I could have beveled these 45 degrees, but this was a little quicker. One side, I don't know if you can see it or not, I've actually cut a groove into it. And so this is going to weld in kind of like that to allow the inside of the angle to match the opening that it's got to go in. So we're going to weld up this frame real quick, and then once we get the frame welded up, we will look at making a door for it and go from there. So I have checked the opening. It is square, and so I want to make sure that this is square. One of the things I like to use, not sponsored by them, but again, when I have a good tool, I want to mention it. I have this little mini square. I got this from a company called Fireball Tools. He's got a YouTube channel, but he also has a company, Fireball Tools. It's a USA, made in America company and product. I like this because these are machined surfaces. It's 1.5 inches. This one's 1.5 inches wide. I believe it's 1.5 inches. Yeah, right at 1.5 inches wide. As you can see, it's got threaded points here. It's got tabs that'll screw into those. And so if I need to suspend this off in the air, I've got a piece here and a piece here. I can put those tabs in and it'll line it up flush on the top. It's got all these little holes cut in it. And that's so that I can take a pair of channel locks, run it through it and clamp it. So it gives me a clamping place there. Or I can slide it down this way, clamp it, and it allows me to hold my work really well. So really cool design. He's thought a lot about these and the use for people who may not have, the hundreds of thousands of dollars in equipment and room to have a big layout fixture table. These are a good way to get it done quickly and make sure your work's accurate. So if you get a chance, go look him up, Fireball Tools. He's on YouTube, and he also has a internet store. But great products. He's got a lot of different stuff that I like looking at and like working with. So this is one of them. So what I'm going to do is line these up. Oh, I got a burr on that one. So line them up. I'm going to take my square, clamp it. There. Make sure we're getting square here. Okay. So now we've got a good square. I don't know. I'm gonna pull it back out. So I've got a good square surface right here. I'm going to double check my measurements to make sure we're right, and then we'll weld it up. Alright, so let's see. So from there to there. Okay. 27 and 27. Alright, we're good to go. So we're going to weld this up real quick. I'll be right back with you. Alright, so one thing you have to learn in life is adapt and overcome. Started to tack these pieces together with my MIG, and when you know it, after welding so much on the truck body, I'm out of wire. So I've got to go get another spool. I don't have time to do that right now. So we're gonna do it old school. I have disclaimer, I'm an okay welder. With an arc, I'm not great, but for what this is, I'll be okay with it. So, hadn't welded arc in a while, may take me a few minutes. Let's see what happens. Gotta have your ground right, so let's get that fixed. All right. And make sure we're square. Okay, okay. Well, it's not the prettiest weld, but I can gorilla glob with the best of them, as Matt says. So, yeah, we'll finish this up. Get it done. Y'all stand. So I've got some 16 gauge plate that I'm going to make the door out of. Steel's expensive right now, but thankfully I bought a stock of steel before prices went through the roof, so I've got a little bit to spare. This was for a job. This was for a job that I was able to complete a little earlier. Didn't need this sheet, so it's extra. But like I said, I want this to last. So what I'm going to do is cut out my opening is 27 by 27. I want this to fit over the front of it. So I've cut it 28 by 20, or I measured it 28 by 28, and we're going to use the plasma cutter to cut it out. Got just a little bit of slag hang up on it, but there we go. Hey YouTube, so again I broke the cardinal rule of YouTube. I got busy and forgot to cut the camera on, but let me show you what I did and show you this crawl space door. There she is. Not bad for not having pulled an arc welder out in, I don't know, a year. So the way this works, you've got the metal frame, 1.5-inch frame that goes around. I've got a little latch piece right here that I can use as a handle to pick up on it. Down here at the bottom there's a little cleat that the panel will slide into, and this is what I did. So I've got a piece of round stock. Please excuse the welds, like I said, hadn't welded arc in a while, and this was a quick job. So a piece of round stock with a peg that'll go in it, bracket to hold it in place, and it'll just slip in and slide back down. Same thing on this side over here. So the reason I went this route as opposed to putting hinges on it is I've got some clearance issues where this is going, and I can't swing the full width of the door out. So this was a good quick repair that will do what I need it to. It'll be solid, and once I get it painted and installed, it'll be there forever. All right, y'all have a good one. Hope you're having another good day in paradise.